Cool. Eric Nowosowski, he's big in the cold email space. He made a video yesterday, basically going over the best ways to convert more positive replies into meetings. Just want to say, not trying to copy his video. I just thought it was so good that I wanted to make a summary video for my clients as well. So I've just made this quick playbook on how to convert more meetings when people respond positively. Cool. So the goal after a positive reply in big picture is to respond as quickly as possible with concrete meeting times. And speed really matters here. Like if you can get it under 5 minutes or even less, then the amount of meetings you're going to be booking is going to skyrocket. And then if they don't book, the goal is to raise the stakes. So you need to strengthen the reason why someone would jump in a meeting with you by adding value in the meeting. Maybe that's giving away some free stuff, adding context around how, like the case studies you've worked with, and how that's relevant to their company. Basically, just making it so it feels like a no brainer to jump on a call with you. The best first reply, the winning formula, is offer two specific times. So actually write those times out. So it'd be like, oh, can you do 4:30 EST on the 10th of November, or can you do 6 p.m. EST on the 17th of November? Like you need to give two concrete times in text, and then also offer your calendar link as well. So a mistake I've made before as well is just sending the calendar link on its own. I'm not sure why. Like maybe some people are kind of old fashioned, but some people find that quite offensive. They don't like you just sending a calendar link. They see it as lazy. So doing both is the best because there are some people who way prefer not going back and forth and wasting time trying to find a date, and there are other people who really do like see that as um, just being courteous basically and helping them book a time. So make sure you send both concrete times and calendar link. If they don't book from the first reply, the one thing you want to avoid is just like over and over again blasting with them, like just following up and adding no value. You need to build a case for why they would jump on with you. So quick manual research on the prospect is good. So go into their LinkedIn, understand the industry, challenges, current situation. Tying them to a relevant case study is really good. You could even send the link to the video testimonial and see and show them why that matches their industry, and why you could demonstrate, like why you could probably get them similar results to that case study. And then the final thing is explain the process you used, and the result you believe you could replicate for them. So one thing we've been seeing, like quite a lot recently, is like going into a lot of detail on the deliverables they'll get and like the step-by-step process you go through can actually really help out with selling, like building trust with people, and showing them that you're an expert. So any way you can tie your like detailed process into their situation is going to help as well. And once again, every single email you send, at the end of it, you're always giving two times and the booking link. So they've always got like a good call to action that they can actually book a call with. Add free value to raise reciprocity. So the power of giving first. What you can do to raise the stakes even more after you've raised the stakes with like doing research on them and finding a case study that's relevant to them is you can actually offer like free value. So you could do some free work for them. Maybe that's a free campaign. Maybe that's like a lead magnet. It will change depending on your industry, what kind of business you run. But anything that's like basically free value that they only get if they jump on the call with you works really well. And it will just give them a taste of the results, and they feel like they're walking away from the call, with something rather than just being pitched. Once again, like I said a minute ago, every single touch that you do, like even though you're raising the stakes, you're still adding in like two times that they could book and the Calendly booking link as well. Just so there's a clear call to action of what they need to do. This is another one Eric mentioned that I thought was quite cool, is the status alignment. So avoid sounding needy. So like those follow-up messages, they're like super needy. But like a kind of interesting way you can frame it is when you're following up, you can mention the previous slots that you had available, So if on the last email you said, "Oh, I've got Tuesday at 5:30 AST available," in your next email you can say, "Oh, sorry, that slot's been taken by another prospect. Does this one work?" And it's quite subtle, but it just demonstrates that like you're a busy person, you're trying to like organize this meeting between the two of you. You're not desperate. Other people are booking in, and kind of like saying, "Bro, why are you not responding? Like, come on." Um, so it can create urgency without being pushy, basically. And then the alternative friction killer option, this is kind of like the last option, probably wouldn't do this at the start, is you basically send a calendar invite into their calendar. So you've got their email address, you go to your calendar, you send the invite, but you mark it as free, not busy, so that you don't like block off their calendar. And then you can send an email to them saying like, look, it seems like you're busy. I've just put it in for this time. It's marked as free, so it's not going to mess up your calendar. If that works, you can just accept it. Basically, just lowers the friction for them. Don't even have to reply to you. They can just click accept, which, I mean, it's kind of a last ditch attempt, really. And this is another thing. So Eric mentioned multi-threading your outreach, and he was talking about using LinkedIn messages, calls, or other channels to increase your chance of connection. What I would say, like in his video, he didn't mention like when you need to do this. I personally, if you sign up with us and you're paying for the plan where we enrich mobile numbers automatically when someone replies interested, then I would call them as soon as they reply. So like if someone our system basically when someone replies interested, it gets sent to an enrichment tool, enriches the mobile number of that person, then sends it back to you. And so you will have the mobile number in like under 2 minutes of them replying. I personally would reply to their email, but also just give them a quick warm call. Um, I wouldn't wait to call them like 2 days later. I'd just do it straight away when they're actually interested and you know they're on their either phone or laptop. And then if they didn't reply to like the emails, I'd probably connect on LinkedIn, send them some messages there as well. But yeah, that's one of the easiest ways you can increase your booking rate is literally just warm calling as soon as they reply. One Some things to avoid is literally just sending the booking link on its own. You need to add like actual slots so you don't annoy people, and then repetitive low value like checking in emails. Try to avoid that as well. So here's the playbook summarized. Reply fast with 2 times plus one link. Raise stakes via manual research plus case study alignment. Offer a free sample slash value or trial, whatever it is, something that they're going to get on the call for free. Keep rotating these elements. So each time you're still offering your 2 times and your link, and you can keep just rotating it and raising the stakes up to a point that you're comfortable with. You can use status alignment language, so saying that those slots have already been booked up and like you're just trying to fit them in somewhere. And if like helpful, if it's your last ditch attempt, you can send a calendar invite marked as free and see if they accept it that way. Cool. That is the end of the presentation. If you're interested in us growing your B2B business, you can book a call with the link below and we can have a relaxed chat about whether we'd be a good fit. But other than that, check out the other videos on the YouTube channel and thank you for watching.